Hello, Dita. Thanks very much for coming on. Now, we were talking about some of the things you've done, but let's start right at the beginning. You come from a fairly rich family, well-off family, a banking family, I believe. Why didn't you just enter the family business?
I tried to do so, and I didn't like it, as simple as that. I mean, the whole career I am kind of having now is the result of all kinds of failures. I never tried to aim at what I'm doing now. It was just
happened.
What was
okay, we were talking about your past there. Now, we know you for your work with Yello, the band, but you were once a professional gambler. How did you start gambling?
Actually, in England, I was in a college when I was 16. I started playing billiard. Coming back to Zurich, trying to avoid school, ended up in billiard places, and then it was only a very short, a very small step to cards.
You played poker, that was your game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my game, yeah.
How long did you gamble for?
5, 6 years, professionally.
Did you make much money at it, or was it
I did make some money, but you must know that every gambler is not gambling in order to make a lot of money. He's gambling in order to be able to gamble again the next day.
So
the money didn't really matter, you know. Yeah. I mean, it was, you just want to go on.
Is it true that Marilyn Monroe once played poker with you?
No, that's not true.
Well, it was a good story anyway. But she saw you playing, is that right?
No.
Was she, did she ever heard about you playing, maybe? There's a tenuous thing there somewhere. Do you still play at all?
Sometimes I do, yeah. But it's a different thing when you're not really hooked on it anymore. I mean, gambling is, if you're a true gambler, it's an addiction, you know. And these days, when I gamble, it's like when, what should I say, when you don't mean it anymore, you know, it's kind of meaningless.
More for fun.
Yeah.
More fun. What about your art, the performance art you've done? I remember hearing a great story about you apparently buying the word yes or no from people. Is that true?
This is my first exhibition in New York City, and I did these so-called performance pieces, one of which was I put a stand on the streets on 5th Avenue and 57th Street, and it said in very official letters, it looked like a little bank on the street, Peter Meyer's buying the word yes or the word no for $1. And immediately I had a huge crowd.
Well, that's one word
around me. And 2 policemen approached me and said, what are you doing here? I said, I'm buying the word yes or the word no for $1. And one sort of pushed the other and said, this is not for us, Charlie. And like a quarter of an hour later, they had this specialist coming, you know, this sort of psychiatrist. This guy was trained and has a sort of a calming blue suit and said, how are you today, and can we help you? And, but he kind of took it easy. He asked me, what are you doing? I made my same little line again. And he found out that buying is not forbidden on the street, only selling.
So you could buy as many, but what did you do with them all when you had all these yeses and nos?
I recorded everybody's voice, all these yeses and nos, these meaningless things, because they were not answering a question, they were just saying yes or no as such. And then in a museum room, you just heard all these hundreds of voices saying yes, no, and each of them had to sign a certificate that said that they had sold the word yes or the word no to me for $1.
You could use it. Yeah. I think I'd stick with the gambling, probably. What about the music side, then? How did you get involved with Yello?
Well, this is a much too long story.
But Yello are a band that are really much imitated now, you know, the sounds they use and the way they play around with different things as opposed to just instruments.
Yeah, I think that this partner of mine, Boris, he worked with sounds in a very same way as I worked with my voice. We did not aim to do songs, we were more like creating sound pictures, and so somehow we fit it together. I just remember the sort of first session in Boris's kitchen. He's my partner in Yello, where he was trying to imitate. You know, he was always trying to make very normal music with unusual sort of instruments.
What kind of instruments did he use?
Well, I remember his first snare drum was a wet piece of cloth he was banging against a radiator, and we recorded it on little cassette recorders, making overdubs from cassette recorder to cassette recorder. And the first time somebody of the professional world heard our tape, he said, whenever you have something where the hiss, the noise is a bit less loud than the music, send us to cassette again.
Okay, well listen, that's all we've got time for, unfortunately, but thank you very much for coming on. Mr. Dieter Meier. Thank you, Dieter.